If you're a new business owner, chances are you have no real experience in sales or prospecting. We've all been there, and this is just one of those situations where the only way out is to go through. In this video, we're going to talk through an example of one of the best sales prospecting methods for beginners that actually work to get you started in finding new prospects for your business. Not only that, but we're also going to give you some in-depth recommendations on how to make them even more effective. Hey folks, I'm Ian Campbell, I'm CEO of Mission Suite. We're going to dive into some examples of sales prospecting methods for beginners that actually work, but before we get started, do me a favor and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified whenever we post new videos. This is going to be a follow-up to my last video on sales prospecting for beginners, so if you haven't seen that yet, be sure to check that one out too. Networking is a great way to get to know a lot of people quickly, and it jumpstarts your prospecting efforts really fast. The reason here is simple. Whenever you go to a networking event, whether it's in person or online, you're meeting people who are also interested in growing their business. No, the people at the event or the meeting itself probably won't be good prospects for you, but imagine getting access to all of the people that they know. If you go to a meeting when you meet 5 people, each of whom know 20 other people who might be in or doing business in your target market, all of a sudden you have access to 100 connections. Yeah, you'll need to do some work to get to them, and you need to be patient in doing so, but getting to know 100 people in your target market is a great way to jumpstart your business. There's no question there. So how do you make networking work for you if you're just getting started? Here's how. Step 1, create a list of networking organizations that are close to you. These could be chambers of commerce, BNI groups, firestorm groups, etc. There are a lot of different networking organizations out there, so I don't imagine finding them should be much of a challenge. Step 2, once you've created your list, do some research into them and find out 3 different things. Which ones are attracting the types of people that you want to be talking to for both clients and for referral partners. Now, a lot of organizations are going to show their member names and their member companies on their websites, so that should give you an idea as to who's showing up. Next thing you're going to want to find out is which ones are hosting meetings, either in person or online, and at a time of day that's going to work for you. If you're not a morning person, don't opt for a morning meeting. If you've got a family waiting for you for dinner at home, maybe happy hours aren't the best option for you. And then finally, what format are their meetings? You'll want to make sure that this works for you personally as well. Are they hosting large group sessions or smaller, more intimate gatherings? Do they have a speaker? Are they educational sessions? If you're more introverted by nature, you may want to find smaller, more intimate gatherings to start with so that you can have more in-depth and relevant conversations with a few key people. If you're an extrovert, jumping into a big group might just be a great way for you to get started. You certainly don't have to stick to one kind of group forever, but this will help you find some early success. Now, step 3 is once you have all this information, highlight the ones on your paper that you want to start with and start reaching out to them about joining a meeting as a guest. It's really that simple. Okay, so now that you're going to your networking event, here are 4 things to remember. Number 1, be prepared with business cards. Showing up unprepared makes you look, well, unprepared, but it also makes you look uninterested. 2, listen more than you speak. The people who are there have likely gotten to know one another over the course of a lot of these events, and you're a newcomer. So get to know what people are talking about before you start to try to contribute. They're all there to network with one another and with you too, but no one likes that person who just shows up and won't stop talking. Number 3, do not pitch. Have your 30-second introduction worked up, absolutely, but don't pitch anyone to buy from you while they're there. That's what follow-up meetings are for. And even then, you should do it sparingly. The event that you're at is meant to start relationships, not to capitalize on them. And 4, follow up. This is the most important part of the process because none of these connections mean anything to you unless you follow up with them. Like I said before, the event or the meeting is for starting the connection. The follow-up meeting is where the magic happens. All right, so now that you've watched this video, it's your turn. I have a follow-up video that dives into automating your networking follow-up, so make sure to check out that video. And if you have any thoughts that you'd like to share on networking or any other prospect methods that you'd like to discuss, add them to the comments below. And of course, while you're down there, give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so that you're notified when we post new content. And we'll see you next time.